What's the most powerful way to tackle the climate crisis? The science is clear in that to solve climate change, governments and businesses need to rapidly phase out fossil fuel extraction. For those of us communicating about climate change, it can be hard to have the conversations needed about these big picture changes we need to see, like getting government and business leadership to phase out fossil fuels. Often the media can focus on what a specific individual is doing or not doing, and we end up having a very different conversation to the one we intend.
Can I ask you, when was the last time you flew?
Why haven't you insulated your own home for a start?
Green break?
Yeah.
Didn't you go to Costa Rica?
Just very quickly and briefly, what do you drive?
That's because policy and systems change are difficult to communicate and think about. Here are 3 tips based on research to help you widen the lens on climate change. 1. Speak up for what a broad section of the public wants and needs. More than 80% of the UK public are worried about the climate crisis and want more action to tackle it. Be clear, you're with and for these people, not against them. Try opening with, like so many people, or like millions of people around the country, to show that the changes we need to see are normal and popular, like this. So, Dr Amir, have you insulated your own home? Do you drive an electric car? Along with millions of your viewers, I'd love to be able to insulate my home and drive an electric car. But without government action to make these things affordable for everyone, many of us are stuck in cold homes and polluting cars that are bad for us and bad for the planet. 2. Explain who needs to do what and why. We tend to focus on an individual's choices because the bigger picture feels out of our hands and hard to get our heads around. Be crystal clear on how governments and businesses need to change the options available to all of us and how much of a positive difference that would make. Dr Amir, what does need to be done to help with energy prices? If the government ramps up investment in renewable energy rather than more oil and gas, we'll all have the option to enjoy steadier bills and a healthier planet. We need big changes across society, but to make those changes possible, we need to be talking about them. 3. Be open, not defensive. We're all trying to do what we can, so don't worry about being caught out. Your tone is really important in establishing trust in what you say. Try not to feel defensive, and instead explain what's really important and what needs to happen. Like this. So, Dr Amir, how did you get here today? You probably won't be surprised to hear that, like many of your viewers, I do drive. It'd be hard for me to get to work when there's no buses or trains near me. But that's exactly what I want to talk about. We need much better public transport and more electric vehicle options and infrastructure. So there you go. Read more about these tips and ways to talk about climate change at the link in the description. Get in touch with the team behind the tips if you want to know more.